Today, I will show you what you can do with the Watermark settings when exporting your work on Clip Studio Paint for tablets. Please note that these settings are only available in studio mode. Watermarks are great tools to ensure attribution to your work is visible in a downloaded or shared image. They are also often used as a measure to prevent illicit commercial use. A watermark can have as many elements as you like. It can be something as simple as your name, signature, or stamp, to more complex designs, including notices forbidding people to use your work without permission. It can be a single image or a repeating pattern. Clip Studio Paint includes a watermark option in its export windows. We can customize it so it appears in our finished art or timelapse. We can access the watermark settings from any export window. This includes all the single layer format options, the export timelapse window, and the batch export options. Let me show you where to find each of them. For single layer, tap on File, Single Layer Export, and then the format you wish to export to. This will bring up each format's export window. There, we must scroll down a little bit to find the watermark settings at the very bottom. For timelapse, we choose File, Timelapse, Export Timelapse. At the bottom of the window, we can find the watermark settings. Finally, for batch export, let's go to File, Export Multiple Pages, Batch Export. Just as with single layer, you will get the format's export dialog and watermark settings at the bottom of the window. Please note that watermarking is currently not available in the special export for Webtoons. Now for the settings. The watermark section has three options: watermark, noise pattern, and watermark settings, which only lights up if we have one of them selected to appear in our exported image. Now, let's take a look at how we can customize our options. If you click on Watermark Settings, the dialog has a preview window where we can use the controls below the image to do several things. We can zoom in, zoom out, we can do a zoom to 100%, fit to navigator, fit to screen, and we can move around our image with the hand tool. You'll notice there is no watermark yet because we haven't selected an image. To do this, let's tap on File or From Photo Library. Please note that these are the supported file types for watermarks. Clip and PSD files are not allowed. Now, we will select our image that we have previously prepared. Once we do it, this will place it right in the middle of your drawing. We can then use the transform handlers to change the size, rotation, and placement of the watermark. If you click Reload, it will reset the size and position of the image. We can then change the opacity of our watermark and also adjust the blending mode. I normally use Multiply to make the watermark just a little less flashy. For these comic pages, I want my watermark to appear as a stripe on the left side of them. So first, I will rotate it and place it on the lower left corner. Once I'm happy with the placement, I will turn the tiling option on. This will repeat the watermark across the entire image. Depending on your design, you might want it to just repeat, or repeat it inverted, or flipped. Pattern direction lets us choose if we want our watermark to repeat along both vertical and horizontal axes, or just vertically or just horizontally. I will choose only horizontal and then lower the opacity a little bit again. To make sure the image is properly placed across pages, I will check with the preview page and make adjustments if needed. Once I'm satisfied with the configurations, I click OK and OK again to export. And that's it. Other examples include adding a watermark all over your image if you're showcasing a piece of merch for extra protection since you will be selling that design. You can use a repeating pattern. Okay, so that's the watermark part of our window. It looks small, but it has many options for us to play with. The last bit of the window is noise pattern. Noise pattern is a tool that gives our images some amount of protection against AI training. It adds a pattern that can help throw off AI when it's asked to imitate the drawing. You can control the strength with this slider here. It's important to note that depending on the AI image generator and the algorithms used to create the image, the effectiveness of watermarks and noise pattern can vary. Therefore, it cannot guarantee 100% which results will be reflected in which environment and with which AI image generator. But this is an option if you want to add an extra layer of protection to your work. And that's Watermark Settings. Here are some final results with different kinds of images, a time lapse, and different watermarks. You can explore the options and find which one you like the best. The settings will be saved after you export and they will remain the same even after you close the app. So just experiment. I hope this overview has helped you understand this tool better so you can use it to add your credit and contact information in your future works. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!
Clip Studio Paint.